I really wanted to go live because I told you I was going to go live. And you got so many things that happened. Right now, I was traveling. Please let me know if you're watching. You can see me and hear me very well. Otherwise, I'm just, you know, going to delete the live and then um, go somewhere else. Oh, hi. Let me know if you can see me and hear me well. All right. I'm not sure if you can hear me and see me well, but I thought I would just share what I was meant to share today. So I was my friend would always come to me and say, "Hey, but like my boyfriend doesn't look at me the same way. My husband doesn't look at me the same way. It doesn't feel like I'm desired like the first time that I actually met him." If this resonates with you, let me know because I'm going to do a whole video on what that means. So Ashland, let's see. I don't know if I'm able to do that. Hi, if you're watching, can you let me know if you can hear me or it sounds like if the sound is good. Otherwise, I'm going to choose another spot. It's very noisy. Right now I'm in Miami. I chose to do this live in a different place. But so many people like have told me once they settle into a relationship, it's so hard to maintain the spark. If you resonate with the subject, let me know because I'm going to talk about my own experience and how I felt with it. I always say that if you don't really identify, you don't really define what you want, you cannot really manifest it, or you cannot really, you'll stay in this position of being stuck. So, my friend was telling me, like I was saying in the beginning, that she doesn't feel seen, like she doesn't feel mad, like the spark is no longer there. But it doesn't have to do with the spark not being there. It has to do with it has to do with um you monitoring how you're being perceived. So what it once in the beginning felt very good no longer feels that way because he is not acting the same way. Like he is not, maybe he compliment you, but the compliment doesn't feel as deep because you are comfortable with each other. Hi, Henrietta. Hi, Nick. How are you? Can you hear me and see me well? Let me know if you can hear me. So like I was saying, like like you're not alone. As a woman, many people like once they settle into a relationship, like this type of safety, this type this type of being seen in front of your partner is changes completely. Hello, Cherry. That's interesting. Um, so how do you change that? Like, how do you change from feel like needing to feel this desire? Like, what you really want is not him desiring you, but him witnessing you as in a different way. So it has nothing to do with him. Like I always say, everything, all of our triggers is reflecting of something that we need to work on ourselves. So we kind of need to experience and what we're missing. So being desire, it's a sign for me. Being desire was a sign of, oh, um, I'm controlling the situation, so I cannot really show myself. So I'm monitoring him. Therefore, I'm not fully being this authentic, this freeing version of myself, like this beautiful and authentic person that I am with my friends. Like just another person was coming up, another version of myself was coming up when I was being with him. Right now I'm in Miami, so we don't have like the usual format, and I really am waiting right now for the World Cup. It's playing in a few in like 20 minutes. So I thought I would do a live and come hear what has happened. Yesterday I went out with my friends, and a friend was just like, "Oh, I'm missing the spark." And missing the spark, it has I think like my content essentially becomes repetitive because it really everything that's happening, you have to look inwards, and it's so exhausting because even though we have to look inwards, the answer is within us. My grandma would always say, "Hey, continue to ask the question because you'll receive the answer." Hi, Nick, you're from France. I love France. I'm looking forward to going to France in a few. Oh, you're from Georgia? Wow. Never been. Um, so if you're having a problem, most people, what do? We tend to look outwards. We tend to look at who is triggering us. We tend to blame our partner. We tend to say, "Hey, you've changed," and maybe yeah, indeed they have changed, but that change expect us to look inwards. Mexico. Right now, I think Mexico is going to play and against South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Who do you support, Nick? So how do we raise our vibration? Like we often say, "Hey, let's raise our vibration." Like um I didn't ask her what she was desiring at this moment, but we're constantly manifesting every day, no matter where you are, no matter like even if you do not believe in manifestation, you're unconsciously manifesting. So we need to be able to raise our frequency. And how do we do that? Holding the desire. I thought I would come on here because I really have been through this as well. Like me with my partner, or me not being able to really show myself to him, even though we've been together for a long time and I'm engaged. Um, I was constantly in this sense of Oh, I need to be better. Oh, I need to be perfect, right? And since when the moment the relationship stabilizes, everything changes. The moment the relationship is stable, um, this stability can be weird for some people because maybe you haven't experienced it in the past. Maybe you've experienced um unconscious people in the past, or maybe you've had a different family dynamic, and what does your soul want to heal that dynamic, to like understand that, you can become better. You don't have to keep repeating the same pattern. Nick says, I just want to be honest with myself. What do you mean by that? Are you not being honest right now? Let me know in the chat. I'm so, Terry says, when I was 6, I lost my mother in IKEA. I'm so sorry to hear that. I send you love, and I send you enlightenment. I send you um, support, and to acknowledge that you're not alone. Okay. Anyway, I've built this masterclass to better explain this framework that I've built. Like, how do we raise our frequency? How do we become this better version of ourselves? It's essentially self improvement. So if you're interested in the masterclass, please join me. I would love to have you. We're doing the masterclass in June 30th. And I'm basically explaining the entire framework, and then I'm being called to do a bigger container and do it live. So I'm so excited for that. And if you want to join, go into the description box. You'll see a link where it says join the masterclass. Put in your email, and you'll receive an email on June 29th. Nick says sometimes I keep giving myself false reassurance. Like, what can you explain? In order to become better, you need to be really, really clear on what it is that you want. Once we're very clear on what it is that we want, like, you don't bypass. Let me tell you a little story, because a few months ago, not a few months ago, a year ago or some time ago, I was bypassing. What does that mean? I was like, I wanted money, like to manifest a certain amount of money. And I thought, as a spiritual teacher, as a spiritual leader, like, it wasn't aligned to want money. Like, money was bad. That type of belief. So once I started going inward, instead of saying, "Hey, I want this amount of money," like being straight up, like, I wasn't sharing this with anyone, because the inner work that you share it only with yourself, to better yourself, to elevate. So I was bypassing. I was just like, "Oh, I want gifts." Like, what does that mean? So I would write down, "Oh, I want gifts. I want brand deals. I want trips. I want to be travel the world." So what happened? I indeed manifested that, but through my partner. Like, he made that happen for us. And at the end, I was like, "No, that's not enough." Like, yes, that's amazing that he's able to give me this, but I want it for me. I want money because that type of independency, that type of freedom, the type of power, balance is so important because in this world it's so easy to make money. Like and I had this belief of like, oh, money is bad. Like you shouldn't be asking for money. Does that resonate with you? Because once I was so clear, I was just like, oh, I shouldn't be asking this. Oh my god, I cried myself because I was just stunned by the idea that I had this belief holding me back from making the amount of money that I wanted for myself. Let me know if this resonates with you. Nick says, but now that I don't expect anything, I stay happy. So then, like, when people tell me this, I'm like, hey, but don't stay small. Like, you need to desire stuff. You need to want things for yourself. Like, just because something doesn't work, it's showing you what's possible and what's available for you. Like, because something doesn't work, you need to show up and better that framework, better that job, better whatever it is that you're doing. It's not about, oh, I'm going to play small because the first time that I tried, it didn't work. Like, what? You need to continue showing up for yourself. Otherwise, that's like, otherwise, yeah, like you said, now that I don't expect anything, I say happy. But at one moment in your life, you're going to be so sad for that decision that you took for not showing up for yourself daily, for staying small and saying telling yourself, "Oh, I'm just not gonna going to desire anything because nothing works." Something will work eventually until you sell the course, until you get the girl, you get the man, like something's going to show. You need to believe with your whole being that that desire is happening for you. Okay, so Nick says because we keep our expectations low, the pain is also less. So I would say to you, work on your security, work on your confidence. And confidence, let me tell you right now the meaning of confidence. Confidence is showing, like, if you say you're going to do something, you show up and do it. There's a subconscious audience in your mind that says, oh, Nick said that he's going to go to the gym today and he didn't go. We knew he wasn't going to do it. What happens if you show up tomorrow and you're like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow, and you show up for yourself? That audience is going to be clapping for you. You need to do it long enough so you override that audience and even like make some rise your confidence. You need to start with the smallest tasks in the beginning. Otherwise, you're going to put yourself up for failure. Sherry says, I have very much anxiety. Okay, I'll see you soon, Sherry. Hi, McScott. Welcome in. I'm not from Australia. I'm from the United States. I am right now in Miami. I'll see you guys soon. If this is resonating, please subscribe because I do lives every day from Monday to Thursday. I'm probably gonna do one tomorrow. Um, just because I wasn't live yesterday. I was traveling. So to like finish your thought, Nick, like show up for yourself, make shit happen. Because if you don't do it for yourself, nobody else is going to. You're not alone. Like I've been there. And sometimes my thinking wasn't helping. So you need to override that. And you can. You can make it happen no matter what it is. As I was saying, wait, what was I don't even remember. Um so to finish with the thought, we need to change our identity to make something happen for ourselves. If you change your identity, like we've created this person that I am today wasn't the person that was 5 years ago. I kind of upgraded and learned to work with my my characteristics that are good, and the ones that were not so good, I learned to manage them. Because at the end of the day, we all have negative characteristics and positive characteristics. You just need to work how to handle them in a good, in a conscious way, in a loving manner. Some people might call that your light and your ego, but I don't like naming the ego because both are working for us. Like there's a reason why you are controlling, or there's a reason why you feel depressed right now. Maybe you're very I don't how do you call it? Emotionally attuned to other people and you have that gift. I just know that everyone here in this world has a different purpose, and and I believe it. I believe that everyone has a different gift that's able to share with the world, and they're here alive for a reason. So that's why I created the course of the art of becoming. But this month on June 30th, I'm going to host a masterclass. The masterclass is completely free. Um, and then I'll be doing like a closed container for people who are interested. Yes, of course. You can follow me anywhere. All of my social media are gretasainz, my username. And I have to go soon. And I'll wait for you in the masterclass. Okay. It's my username, Mugshot, my Instagram, my TikTok, everything, my email. All of my social medias are the same. They're all the same. And yeah, if you're interested in the masterclass to become better, to have this personal self growth, join in. The link is in the description box and I'll wait for you there. Okay. Yes, Nick, you're not alone. Thank you so much for joining and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay.